Hey guys, it's Tony and Mo with Wood Tramp Outdoors. Many of you have written and asked about a Possibles pouch. What is it? What goes in them? I'm going to answer that for you. Hang tight. Welcome back. Yeah, we're out this weekend and we're doing a bunch of videos, enjoying the outdoors. We had spam and eggs over the fire today. We had apple pies on the fire, or no, peach, yeah.
Sorry.
Peach pies that Mo made over the fire last night. That was killer. We're going to have part 2 tonight. All right, so we're talking about a Possibles pouch, and several of you have asked about it. I just never did a video on it, but I thought it'd probably be time to do it now. So, Possible pouches really showed up probably about the middle of the 17th century and became very popular in the 18th century. So they've been around for a long time. And back then, Possible pouches really didn't consist of the same things that we put in them today. Some of them are similar, but basically it was what they possibly may have needed whenever they were out on a long hunt or were doing an exploration. They had a pouch, and they were pretty primitive then. They were either made out of leather or some type of heavy fabric, and they weren't really big. But what they would put in it is a fire kit, which is similar to what we would put in it today. But unlike us, they were very heavily dependent on flint and steel. But whatever they needed would be in there. They used a pouch like that for their shot, for their gunpowder sometimes, or little maintenance kits that they would take out with them. And everybody was different, just like today. So now, let's fast forward and talk about a Possibles pouch today. And I've got one here. Mo has it in her hands. I'll just show it to you real quick here. This is a wax canvas bag, one of my favorites. It's made by Campcraft Outdoors. Jason Hunt does a great job. And you know what I say, Jason Hunt does a great job. His family does a great job. All right, Jason just points his fingers and they go and they do whatever he's telling them what to do, probably. So, but they do a great job on these wax canvas products. And he makes what I consider to be one of the best wax canvas Possible pouches that are out there. So I'm going to hand this back to her. I just wanted you to see how big it is. You know, it's not real big. I got a couple more of these. I'm ready to get some more. So Jason, you know, I'm giving you this shameless plug about these great bags. I'm going to need some more. So I'm going to hand that to Mo. Now, I usually will refit these every time I go out, because the environment really dictates what I might be using or what I might not be using. So I'm going to have her open this up, and I'm not going to even look at what she's going to grab, and she's going to bring it out just one at a time. All right, so here's a hank of bank line, right? If you don't know why we carry this bank line, please look at some of the other videos and you'll find out bank line is very, very handy for a lot of things. What's the next thing? Oh, okay. All right, so there is no flint and steel in this, but this is my fire kit that I have carried around with me for years. And I can't tell you how many years or what year I got this, but I do know that this came in a battle box many moons ago. But for me, I got to have a redundant source of fire. This was the perfect kit for that. I think this was made for fishing, but in mine, and I'm not going to go through this whole thing with you because you've already seen this dude, but there's 5 different sources for fire here. There's a Bic lighter, obviously. I also have this Titan super lighter here, and it's a liquid lighter fluid type of flame. And man, these are great. I filled this up once in like 7 years, and it's still lighting. I've got a ferro rod and a striker here. I've got a magnifying glass here, a lens for solar. And then I have this super match that I have never used and never will until I have to, but it'll burn for about 10 minutes, maybe something like that, the way this is put together. And again, I'm not going to go through all this. And then I have various tinders that are in here. And there's what? I'll count to you different types. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different types of tinder. And all these can start in the rain or when they're wet. So that's very, very important. And on the back of this, there's a couple sail needles in here for various reasons, and some strips of duct tape. So again, possibles. It's possibles.
If you want, I got some.
Okay, all right, put it right there. Let's see what's next in that bag. Oh, okay, yeah, this is finely ground fiber, wood fiber and wax. Okay, I'm not wearing the glasses. And the reason that I put this in there is because I wanted to get rid of it. I've had this around for a long time. Back when we were still writing Backwoods Biker magazine, this company reached out to us called Alpha Outpost, wanted us to review their subscription boxes. They were one of the first ones that we did. And I'm not going to say much about that. Just, after 2 months we stopped doing it, and some of the stuff is still on the shelves. And this was a wood fiber thing. It's almost dried out, but I wanted the tin more than anything else. So I'm going to burn them up.
Lines.
Yeah, it's kind of it. This is another thing. This came from BattleBox though, and I really don't know what to call these other than they look something like that. But they work well. That's another fire starter. Again, you're talking about redundancies. Fire is an important skill to have. And the easier you can make that skill, the better off you'll be. The quicker that you can get that skill done, the better off you are. All right. So what's the next one?
2 for 1.
2 for 1. Oh, okay. All right. This is a blanket pen. Now we're in the middle of May. Blanket pens. Why would you want a blanket pen in the middle of May? I don't have 3 sticks here to show you, but I carry this blanket pen just in case I need to make a quick tripod. Just put my sticks in there, spread them out, and I'm cooking. That's why I have this in here. Now, when I'm wearing my chest rig, I've got a very small, tiny, lightweight ring that's in there, and I don't carry the blanket pen. This is in the possible pouch. All right, and of course, illumination. Got a flashlight here, and this is another guy from BattleBox here. This is a Nikron. It's got the 90-degree angle flashlight, rechargeable. That's a good one. Oh, all right. Blousing bands. I went down and purchased some new ones because I couldn't find any of the blousing bands until, of course, you purchase it. Then you find them all over the place. There's probably 2 pairs of these in there.
Okay.
Because sometimes I'll pack something to cover her too. But these are great. I mean, it's tick season right now. And 2 things that you can do for ticks. Number 1 is spray your stuff with permethrin. End of story. That stuff is killer. It does a great job. Second thing you can do for yourself is to have a pair of blousing bands so you can blouse the bottom of your trousers to where critters can't get up in there. That's why those are in there. I don't care about looking good. I care about not getting bit by ticks.
Okay.
All right, next one.
There you go.
Oh, here. Yeah, we'll be doing a video on these. This is a workshop field sharpener. This is probably one of the best that I've ever seen because of the versatility of it. It has a coarse diamond plate, a fine diamond plate, 3 different ceramic hones, and then it also has a leather strap on it. I like that. All right, there's something else in there that goes with this. And look at that, she's on the ball. This is a small strop bat. We used to make these and sell them. Couldn't keep up with them, and it was too much time and not enough money. I'm being honest. But these are very easy to make. And I mean, when you're out in the woods doing whatever, your knife is going to suffer at some point. I don't care if you're just cutting cordage, and you need to tune it back up. You don't always need to put it on a stone or put it on a diamond plate, but you can put that on that. And this one has been used, man. Just put that on your leather strop that has stropping compound on it. Then you got a smooth leather that really makes your knife sharp. Okay, that's why that's in there. And I think we have some videos on how to make these. I'm not sure, but it's very easy. All right, what we got? We got some more cordage. This is a pre-made, quick deploy Ridgeline with Proxix on it. You know, just down and dirty, get you up out of the rain or out of the storm. And this extra hank of orange 550 paracord, it's just for utility reasons. I mean, there's no telling what you're going to need paracord for. You know, cordage is a hard thing to be able to duplicate out in the woods. It can be done. It's time. It's a time robber to do it. It's very, very tough on your time, plus the materials. I mean, it's a big investment. Why not make your life easier by just carrying a hank of it, okay? And then this next item here, this is called a Woodsman Spike. And we used to make these too, and we just stopped. They weren't very popular, to be honest with you. But there is an awl on one end, and there is a flat chisel on the other end with a lanyard hole, and on the middle is a grooved out spot. And I think this was probably the prototype here, because this is a larger one. We ended up going a lot smaller to make the awl better. But it's a great little tool to have in your bag. What's next? All right, I brought axes out today, or out this weekend. So I threw this puck in there because there's no telling when you're going to need to tune up your axe, and these pucks with 2 different grits are the way to go. And then shameless plug here, bush butter goes with us everywhere we go. Everybody that I know that has tried bush butter carries it with them consistently forever. If nothing else, in the summer months, it's great for your dry lips, cracked hands, whatever you might need it on, bug bites, or you rub it on sticks, small kindling, all right? Tinder and kindling, that's a new word, kindling.
Right.
It's very kindling. But this goes everywhere. It helps maintain the knives, the sheaths, everything that we got.
One more thing.
And then, of course, the trusty Leatherman's Wave. This has been with me for many years, and this has been around the world. It's made every trip to Africa with me. It's Europe, South America, everywhere I've been. I've always made sure that I've taken this particular Leatherman's Wave with me, and it's still holding up really, really well. I was looking the other day to see if there's any rust on the blade. There's not any rust on this dude at all. And I forget what we paid for this. This is actually a gift. A guy gave me this as a gift. And I think back then he paid like $47, maybe $50. These are almost a $100 bill now, but they are worth their weight in gold. You don't have to have the Leatherman brand, but when you get a Leatherman, you know you're getting a quality tool.
That's it.
Is that it?
Yep.
Okay, so there it is. You know, those are in that bag just in case. And I think I used one of those little round, nipply looking dudes to start a fire with. But other than that, maybe the lighter. Have we used anything out of this bag? Can you remember? Oh, some of the Alpha sawdust stuff. We used some of that. I threw that on there because it was really wet out here.
Okay.
Having a hard time starting a fire, but we got it done. But as of right now, I don't think we've used anything out of there. Are we going to? I could foresee that because we got, we're going to be out here for a little while longer. and we're doing a lot of videos while we're out here trying to answer some questions. Check out this hammock behind us. This is a hammock from Hennessy Hammocks. There's another one over there. We'll be showing you there. So thanks for the question on the Possibles pouch. And if you don't have one, check out Campcraft Outdoors and let Jason know that you heard it from us. So till next time, you guys be safe out there no matter what you're doing, and be strategic whenever you're putting together your Possibles pouch. You won't regret it.